Hallelujah. Okay, beautiful people. Okay, quality traders. So, welcome to this chapter here called the hunt. So it's mainly about like supply hunt and demand hunt. Some things that I feel like okay, some mentors do expose you guys to, but then some do not. You understand? You guys end up asking yourself that okay, the market came into my order block, it tapped into my order block, it took me out, and then it went by my direction. You understand? So that part where you say that okay, it took you out, we call that what hunt. You understand? Basically meaning that okay, the market goes to your supply or your demand, and then look what it does. Once it gets there, it types you in. Okay, for those that are using risk entry points, it types you in, and then it takes you out, and then it goes by a direction afterwards. Then you're gonna tell yourself that okay, no, I'm not a good trader. No, I'm this. No, I'm that. No, blah blah blah, and everything. You understand? So we're gonna focus on like on that today. You understand? So basically, when you talk about a supply hunt here and a demand here. Those are two different things. So a supply hand occurs when the market gets into your point of interest and then it takes you out, which as you can see, take you out and then goes by direction afterwards. You understand? And then a demand hand occurs when the market does what? When the market goes into your point of interest and then it taps you in and then it takes you out. You understand? So those are the things that I'm gonna be mainly talking about on this session here. You understand? So now, okay, as you can see that okay, on a demand, let's start with the supply hand. So on the supply hand, we can see that okay, on a bearish trend, how a breaker record this thing, a lower high, a lower high, a lower low, and then a lower low. That's just the confirmation that okay, on a downtrend. The market breaks a low and then it goes up to respect that high. You understand? So now it breaks that high. I mean, it gives us a breaker of structure on the low, it grabs its liquidity, and then look what it does. It creates buy side liquidity. Then it takes out the buy side liquidity. Those that took their sells here, they've been taken out because of what most people think that okay, the market will do what will create. Let me just show you. The market will create something like this. The breaker of structure takes out this liquidity here. Will come and respect this level here. You need them. So do not look for any such weird entry points like that. So now the market goes up to do what? To take out the liquidity, takes out liquidity, and then creates a ranging liquidity. So firstly, what does it do? It goes up to take out the upper liquidity, which means the buy side liquidity. You understand? So now it tends to do it to hit your stop loss. You understand? Okay, it's fine. So now the market does what? It comes back into your direction, and then it takes out the bottom one, and then it comes here to maybe take the last point of supply, and then it pushes to the downside afterwards. You understand? So what I want to talk about here is this guy here. Is this guy at this level here? So what can happen at this range is here is that okay, since all the market broke your point of interest, that doesn't mean that okay, you're out of the trade. Like I said, without confirmation, no entry point, no confirmation. You understand? So that's the rule. So you wait for what? Wait for confirmation. So sometimes the market can do it, can give you two structures. So this is the first structure here. Once the market hits your stop loss at this level, for those that use the risk entry point. So this will be the market hitting your stop loss. So the market will come back inside and then create a higher high and then a higher low and then a higher high. So it goes down to break this higher low here. I mean, lower low. Sorry about that, guys. It's a lower high, a lower low. I mean, a lower high, and then a lower low. So the market goes down to do what? To break this lower low here. After breaking this lower low, it creates a lower low again. You understand? A new lower low. And then it goes straight to your point of interest. That's when you're going to do what? Take your sales at that level. So let me re-explain this whole thing because I think I made a lot of mistakes. So we have got a lower high. Since it was on a bullish trend, now it need to push on a bearish trend now. We have a lower high, and then a lower low here, and then a lower low. The market broke this lower low here, and then it grabbed its liquidity, pushing to the upside, and then it went to your supply level, tapped you in, and then push it to the downside afterwards. So instead of you taking this risk entry point here, I would advise you to do what? To take this entry point here. And then sometimes the market can create what? Our change of market character. It breaks your point of interest, creates a breaker of structure, it grabs its liquidity, and then it goes down to fail to respect this point of interest here. And then what does it do? It creates unconfirmed structure, and then what does it do afterwards? It gives this charge after charge, it goes up to respect your point of interest, and then that's when you're gonna do it. Take your source afterwards. So this is how you go about what trading your demand hunt and supply hunt, or most of the time your point of interest. Without these two confirmations, do not take any entry points. So let's go to what our let's go to our record thing. I'll call you. So yeah, what's happening here is that okay, let me just what's happening here is that okay, on a bullish trend we have a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, and then we also have this is not a high low. Yeah, let's say this is our high low, and then our high high. You understand? We have what a breakout of structure at the top, and then we have that grab of liquidity here, and then the market tends to do what? The market tends to push to the downside. You understand? So this is the grab of liquidity. So that's that downside movement before the market goes to your point of interest. You understand? So now it creates what? It creates a sell side liquidity at this level here. And then look what it does. It creates a breakout of structure here, and then it creates a breakout of structure at that high. You understand? So most people are gonna get involved in this trap. Guys, there's liquidity here. You cannot expect yourself to take an entry point at this level here. The market needs to take out the liquidity. Yes, the market can respect that liquidity there and then push to the downside afterwards. But then do not look for any buyers that will do what? Break this high here. You understand? So the market does what? It creates, it grabs that. What does it do? It respects this point of interest here, but then not fully, and then pushes to the downside afterwards. And then at our point of interest, look what it does. It creates liquidity, a ranging liquidity. Okay, it takes out the bottom liquidity and then it goes up to take the top liquidity. So what you can look for within this range here, what you can look for within that range here at the point of interest, it's one of these guys here. This confirmation, the market breaking your point of interest, because here it hunted your point of interest. It tapped into your point of interest and took you out. You understand? For those that used risk, and then for those that didn't use risk, you wait for the market to react. So the market does what? It breaks this level here, and then it creates this structure here, which means a breakout structure, grab of liquidity, and then a point of interest. So this is a sign that okay, on what? We're gonna start pushing on a bullish trend now. You understand? That's just the sign that okay, we're gonna start pushing on a bullish trend. So here you can use what? A church entry point, a breakout of structure. So the market hits your stop loss. It creates a breakout of structure, a change of market character. So this change of market character means failure of a low, of respecting a point of interest, of a lower high again. Grab of liquidity of that change of market character, a push to the downside to your point of interest, and then that rise afterwards. You understand? So guys, those are the things that I want you guys to do with, to familiarize yourself with when it comes to like your point of interest and everything. The market will do it. The market will continue to do it to hit your stop losses. Wait for the market to give you confirmation and then do the things afterwards. Thank you, fam.